Right, so we've made it to Christina's pond. Thank you very much for having me over. This is your new pond.
It is.
You should be very proud of it. This is lovely.
Thank you very much. It was pretty much started on the 27th of January, completed at the end of March. I've already got around about 16 fish in there of multiple different sizes, ranging from 3 inches up to 12 inches. Yeah, really proud of it.
So this pond, how long has it been in the works for you? Because you've been wanting a pond for a long time.
Well, I built my first pond with my dad back in 1989, and ever since then it's been an aspiration of me to actually build my own version. Obviously not having the ability, financial capacity and all these different things, space. For many years.
And timing as well.
Timing, absolutely. So I chose a career path within the aquatic industry. So I've been working in aquatics for around about 33, 34 years now. I'm finally living the dream of a hobbyist.
Now you're also working for Oase, which makes up a big proportion of this pond, doesn't it?
Indeed.
There was no question as to what filters, pumps, everything was going to be.
Absolutely not. And I think it was sealed the deal for me because when you're very precious about your pets and your animals and you have this love for them like you do, you've got to have the trust and you've got to have the assurance that what you're putting on there is going to do the job at keeping them healthy and doing everything that they need to grow and be beautiful and thrive. Yes. So having the Oase pumps for the reliability, the efficiency. The efficiency was definitely something that helped win over my husband's perspective because he was very conscious of the cost of running a pond. So when I can show him how you can actually change the efficiency of the pumps in making them still work to their maximum or best performance without sucking up too much electricity, that was definitely a selling point for him.
So it's concrete base, isn't it?
Yeah,
and then it's brick built as well.
It's it's block built. It's using the EPDM 1mm liner, and it's I think the liner that we ordered was 8 meters by 7 meters. So it was a big old piece of rubber liner. I had Tom from Thomas Michael Wood, TMW, Pond Services, who did the build. Who were exceptional.
99% of all pond builds on the internet, they're all male-dominated koi keepers. But this is absolutely your project, not your husband's project.
No, 100%. He looked around the back there and was like, "It looks like NASA. No idea what's going on." So it is. I've tried to include my son. I've got 2 sons who are 14 and 18. I've tried to incorporate them into supporting the maintenance. They love feeding the fish. They love the fact that they can hand feed them. But I need to get them on to understanding how the pond works.
I think there's more female koi keepers out there.
I think there is.
Perhaps it's just more in the online space, male-dominated area. But
absolutely.
This is a hobby for multiple different use cases. Some people are way more interested in filtration. Some are more interested in aesthetics, like you said, or koi.
I think for me, I mean, certainly with my dad, because my dad was the koi keeper and the pond builder. I was the daddy's girl, and I kind of got incorporated into it, being the daughter. But very much a case of getting my mum on board when this process was going on as a child. It was very much the hand feeding the fish. It was the social engagement. It was the fact that she could sit and have a cup of tea in the morning around the pond. We'd eat breakfast around the pond. We'd have, glass of wine. People came around to pop in, and literally we'd sit around the garden with a glass of wine or a beer. So it became the social hub, and I think that's what my mum really enjoyed. Actually, people wanted to visit us because they were interested in having that centerpiece and actually being part of a focal point. There's not many things within the home or within a family environment that can incorporate that literally can incorporate something that everyone will centre around, like a pond or aquarium or water feature. But it is very much a case it draws that tranquility to the family.
I agree with that. Yeah. So this pond, then, you told me it's 5 foot deep. It's quite wide, and I'm not sure the camera will pick it up.
Yeah,
so much.
It's so obviously this is a raised patio. So I've had the 8 foot window built in onto the wall of the patio. It steps down onto the grass.
Yeah.
If I walk around, you'll probably be able to see. The grass is still growing from the build.
From the construction.
Yes. As I say, it's only been 2 months.
But it's a lovely height, that, just as you stood there to feed the fish, and you've got 2 different heights, really.
Absolutely. Initially, my son wanted to walk around it, and I was like, no, because I don't want you to wreck this is Brazilian slate we've got around here, so I wanted to make sure that it stays in place.
Big chunky coping stones.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. And we've had them edged as well. We've had them so there's not sharp.
Yeah,
there was 2 things. The reason why I purposely wanted it like this is, one, I know that fish do jump. It's a real a hazard in having ponds is that fish do like to jump. A lot of the times that they jump, I know they can jump from the centre, but a lot of the times they can shimmy up the side. Yeah. So I had this overlap just to try and prevent as much of that happening as possible. Yeah. And also I had the coping stones bull-nosed.
Yeah, so they're a nice soft edge.
They're grinded, off there, just so to make sure we minimise any damage on the fish. So it's 3.6 metres this way, it's 3.2 metres that way, and it's 1.5 metres deep.
Wow. So how many litres and gallons? Do you know litres or gallons?
16,800 litres.
So let's have a look around at this filtration then. So it's obviously all Oase. There's nothing. No. Maybe only the pipe work that Oase don't manufacture.
Yeah, it's the pipe work and fittings.
Yeah.
This is the Filter Clear 60,000.
Yeah.
I actually got this from Oase as a prototype ex-demonstration, so I was really pleased that I was able to stick this onto the pond as well.
Yeah.
Being old school, I do like sponges. I do like to have more of that biological filtration.
Yeah.
And I love the drum filter because it's all self-cleaning, self-maintenance. It does what it needs to do, which is amazing. But there's nothing more satisfying than actually literally getting the handle and popping it onto the thing and giving it a good purge and watching all the waste go down the drain. It's like there's something really satisfying about giving sponges a good squeeze.
Gives you something to do as well.
It really does. Because it's like, I love it.
Quite a chunky piece of kit, this, isn't it?
It is. It's got. I have to question. I think it's an 85 watt bulb on there. I'm not 100% sure, but I have to double check. The fact that you literally convert that to the drain, turn my returns off, give them all a good purge, probably about 15 times. It's like put it back on again.
It's worth saying that this drum, probably when these fish grow in here, wouldn't be man enough. Like, this adds that extra biological capacity.
Yeah, I mean, you only have to look around some of the koi dealers and the breeders, and if you're looking around Japan, I say you can never have too much filtration. There is an element of you can waste money on too much filtration where it's not used to the full capacity. But what this will actually do for me is give me that extra assurance that I can still feed, and there's guidelines, and you can never have too much. Yeah.
So this also, so your main mechanical filtration is the drum, isn't it?
It's the drum, yeah. I've got, I don't know if you want me to take it off. So obviously I've got
yeah, it's nice to see it in action. Yeah.
I love it. On cue. And then I've got the Bitron 110.
Wow, that's a chunky unit, isn't it?
So the Bitron 110's on there, the UV. It's great. Obviously there's a little indicator here. You can see the light flashing, so you can see the contact times. The beautiful thing about the Bitron, it's not just in and out, it's actually working more efficiently, because the spiral, the flicking you can see there, is actually the inner spiral connector, which gives more contact time to the UV, so it just again increases the efficiency. And
even down to obviously the skimmer, the dechlorinator, everything is Oase, all the pumps.
Yeah, the air pump. So I've got the Aquaroxy 2500, which connected to an air bar. I've got the dechlorinator, which is connected to the solenoid valve, which is the new float switch, the new
right, so this dictates control. How much fresh water's going in, depending on how much your drum's using.
So basically, So on the Profi Skin Wall 100, the water comes out of here when the level drops.
Yes.
So as the drum filter's obviously doing the jet washing and the cleaning, and this goes to the waste pipe, this is automatic. So it's all self-automated.
Yeah.
It is all self-automated to a degree where I don't have to worry. There's no stripping the pond, emptying the pond, refilling it. It's literally done on the fact that the amount of cleans that I've got the drum filter programmed to on the app. The amount of cleans that a drum filter's got programmed to on the app will determine how much water level I'll lose.
Yes.
So around about, I don't even want to guess actually. So yeah, as it goes down, the sensor that's embedded in here, there's a little float sensor in here.
Oh yeah.
And that as that drops down, it indicates the pond levels drops a bit, and then that's when the water just kicks in. So that's automatically connected up to our mains water pipe. There's around about 9 plugs in here.
Right.
With everything.
So a lot of electric, but it all interconnects, which on the app, which you're going to show us in a second. It's all intelligently put together, and you've also got the lighting in the pond as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got the Profilux RGBs. There's 4 in here, 1 in each corner. What I absolutely love, and I didn't anticipate, and it's certainly something that we as a company need to make more noise about, because the RGB lights which are connected to the app, I've got them on a timer, so I can literally just set it to sunrise, sunset, or I can just set it to come on half an hour before sunset and then go off by 10 p.m. or what have you. It's fully controlled. Loads of different controls as regarding what colours you want. So I've got it set to like Northern Lights. But as I say, it was before the clocks changed when we had the pond finished. Came out here, it was probably about 6:30, 7 o'clock at night. It got pitch black, and I was like, it's still early enough in the evening. You still want to enjoy the pond. So when the lights came on, I was throwing in food. They were still active. They were still looking around, and it was great because you've got those extra few hours of interaction. Because let's face it, you live in England, and the temperature, the weather's not great all the time.
You're working full time as well.
You're working full time, exactly. So those extra hours that the underwater lighting gives you to enjoy your hobby and spend around your pond is actually, it's worth it. It's definitely worth it.
And I love this return as well. So instead of having the black pipes, you've gone for the stainless steel. It just adds a little bit of glam to it. And you said you got that from
eBay. It was like 20 quid. Yeah, and I've just CT1'd it. So I've just CT1'd into the thing and plumbed it in.
It's really nice.
Just got a tank connector on there as well. I did try a couple of the different ones. I did try a straight one, and I did try a 90-degree bend. Yeah. But I found the 90-degree bend was actually just touching the first surface level of the water. Yeah. Which was, for me, I'm constantly thinking about movement. Yeah. Flow. And the flow rate and the direction of where it's coming. So the where it's coming in now, and I do move that air bar around different places throughout the day. Yeah. But yeah, so where the actual water is, there's return going in the back corner. The left corner, the right corner is where the filter clears return, and then the drum returns from the top up here. So the 2 returns below the water means that we're getting the same
circular flow,
circulation round, which means you've got that maximum contact time and capacity for the pump to extract the debris and the waste.
That's awesome. So now when it comes to feeding, so you one of the things that does bear a lot of koi keepers is
it really
watching food go down the skimmer.
It annoys the hell out of me. Well, it's
especially if you've got expensive koi food.
Exactly. So I've got the app. So I go onto the app and I click on Christina's pond. I've got the skimmer on there, so I can just turn the skimmer off. Yeah. And I've got the air pump on there. I can turn the air pump off. And then the drum filter pump, I can just click that, and I can just reduce the flow down, just so it's down to like about 5%, 10%. Yeah. As you can see, that's just slowing right down.
Oh yeah. And you can see the skimmer's completely stopped as well.
And the skimmer's stopped. And usually the fish realise it's feeding time, and they know that's what it's doing.
Right, so thank you for taking me around. It's been lovely to see your pond, and we referenced at the start of the video there's been a long time coming.
Yes.
From the original pond that you were involved with, back in
1989.
1989.
Yeah, the liner went in on my 10th birthday on the 12th of August 1989. Yeah.
So we've got a lovely feature coming up in the magazine about your father and kind of your journey through koi keeping as well, which is really awesome. Some pictures that I've taken today of you.
Yeah.
Your dad's planning on paper, which is extraordinary. In the day of digital age, some of that gets lost, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. I think his sketches that he's done, his plans, his drawings, the research we did, the books that we used, is definitely part of this journey. On reflection, it's been really interesting to get to this stage 30 odd years later, and seeing that not a huge amount has actually changed. Water's still water. You can't innovate the sound of water.
No, and the fundamentals are all the same. The books that you had back then, albeit that koi have changed, some of the koi and the breeders in Japan and things, but the fundamentals about filtration and building a pond are the same.
Absolutely. When you go through water chemistry and fish biology, even fish nutrition, there's still a huge amount of core characteristics that are still within this industry. The classics are still there, even 30, 40 years on, which is really, it's really important to know that, this is nature. This is what you're having here, and what you've got it's a replication of a timeless industry. And I still think that there'll be the same kind of fundamental characteristics in 30, 40, 50 years time, in generations to come. So it is nice to know that you're still keeping those core values. Yeah,
the same. That's awesome. Thank you ever so much for having me round.
Oh, thank you for coming.
And the magazine's coming out on the 22nd of June. That's the cut-off date for people to subscribe. So if they want to see more on this pond and the old pond of Christina's dad back in 1989.
The Mark II, 35 years on.
You can subscribe to the magazine now. And if you've enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe to see more fish content, and it'll help get the video out to more people like me and you. Thanks, guys.